Never done this. That's going to be fun. I think, in theory, right?
It should be.
And they have a piano that plays itself up front. That was pretty cool too. I was excited.
So thanks for coming, everybody. I'm Broadway from the morning show, and we have Josh here. You know him from the Deadly Sketch, obviously. You guys responded to the Facebook post. You guys are crazy fans of the show, and he's here to talk about his book that he put out with his brother, about his dad, Captain Phil Harris. And I'm going to open it up for you guys to ask some questions here in a minute, but I'll just kind of get the conversation started here. You wrote the book with your brother about your dad, and was your dad the same person off camera as he was on camera?
Oh, yeah. Never lost the mullet, dude. The mullet was always there. He was business front, party in the back. He was an interesting character.
Your dad battled drug and alcohol addiction, which you guys talk about in the book. Do you think that he would have been the same person without his vices?
Oh, no.
Did that kind of make him who he was, and was it not
you gotta
necessarily
understand,
making a good thing?
it's necessarily the lifestyle, you know. It's all changed, it's evolved over the course of years, but yeah, you know, it was a big part of growing up and stuff, you know. It was those guys, we treat every day like the weekend's like New Year's. You know, it's just kind of like the mentality we have, because our life expectancy isn't very good. We have a really shitty job, but we're working through it. It's a process. But back in the day, you know, he'd make 180 grand, go buy a shoebox full of blow, and the penthouse suite for as long as his money would last. And, you know, all these stories equivalent. And then once you know, it's like, you know, you guys would go out to the clubs and have a good time. And, you know, in the beginning when you're first going out, it's like your buddy's puking in the parking lot, and that was like the craziest time of your life. And then it evolves into, you know, taking body shots, and then pretty soon you're going to the nightclubs, and breakdancing, or some are maybe doing the robot, and shit's really getting crazy. You know, it's like, that's kind of how it is, you know, in normal day life. So you got to experience stuff that was just way off the charts. And for him to have a good time, and everybody else to have a good time, you know, take it to another level.
It's intense. I mean, you guys work hard, but you play even harder. It's almost like you gotta take advantage of every second.
You know, now the laws have changed a lot. Like, we get blood tested consistently. If there's an accident on the boat, you get blood tested. So the old school days of the 80s, you know, kind of changed as the insurance companies got smarter, because people were dying left and right. Then people still die a lot, but, you know, now it's more along the lines of, you know, safety and self-conscious. We're not as crazy and wild as they were in the 80s. We're still we're mess ups, you know, fuck ups, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what's going to get muted, what isn't, but yeah, we're morons, dipshits, idiots, degenerates, people that didn't graduate high school, but we're working on it. You know, it's a process.
You tell a really cool story in the book, you and your brother do, about your dad's Corvette being stolen, which you're like, well, how's that a cool story? Well, your dad kind of took matters into his own hands. He called the authorities, but tell that story, can you?
Of course. You know, my dad, he's a little fiery, you know, and at that point in time, he was drinking heavily and doing drugs. And then some kid stole his Corvette, called the authorities, and they didn't get there fast enough, so he decided to chase the kid down as he watched his car tumble into a million pieces and land in a tree. And he was pretty pissed, you know. Just like another fun fact, actually, I can tell you, how my parents met. You know, that one really blew my mind. Guy was told they met on a picnic. Come to find out years later, you know, I'm doing an interview with some of his buddies, and they're like, yeah, I was there the night your dad met your mom at the strip club. And I'm like, wow, you kidding me? I'm like, this can't be. Like, this is a sick joke, right? They met on a picnic. I know, they told me so, and I was like, we got some more people, they come in, or they're just watching, checking it out, high fives, maybe a cartwheel. No, it's cool. All right, hey, you come in to party, it's all cool.
I'm just giving it a tour.
We're just about to hit the beer bong. You want some?
Yeah, you can do this.
Break out the beer bong.
Oh.
We're going to be talking about smoking crack and doing lines in a second.
But it's 5 o'clock somewhere. No,
Hey.
I'm just giving her a tour. Thanks, though.
Don't threaten us with a good time. No, but yeah, so I called my mom, and she's like, oh, honey, it was just for a minute. And I'm like, 3 years isn't a minute. Like, you blink your eyes, you're still there, Mom. And yeah, she's an interesting character, my mom. And you don't want to get stuck or cornered by my mom, because she will talk your ears off. And I have big ears. I don't know if you noticed that, but shit gets weird, and I hear everything. So listening to my mom ramble. Somebody taught her to text recently. Oh, it's like, no. Right?
But you love her to death.
Sometimes. She's Asian. She came over on a boat, you know, like, we're working through this. I got to teach her the right ways of things over here. So it's just one of those things. I love the shit out of my mom, and she just falls into those categories and just loves to talk and tell me things. And very strict with me at times.
Okay.
It's weird. It's an Asian thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
No, they're about morals and values and all that stuff to a certain extent.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, what do you guys got?
Yeah, you guys got questions? Hey,
Who wants to start?
Do you ever get seasick?
I get seasick all the time. And I hate it. There's nothing worse than puking while you're working. And if you slow down, Mother Nature doesn't, and it hurts. So it sucks. Any other questions?
Is there stuff you can take for that though?
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
It's called breathe in, work.
Are you any closer to getting the Cornelia Marie back?
I bought it, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, me and Jake got it.
Oh, congratulations.
My plan is to be running the season coming up. So just got to get some more quota, you know, that whole money-making thing. You know, they say we green screen the show, some people do. I'd be really excited if we did, but it's not the case. So got to get some more quota and then everything should be up to par. And I'll be running it, so look out on that one. If I fuck this one up, my kids will be poor. You know.
No pressure.
No pressure. You know, one wave goes wrong, you know, I can kill the whole crew. So I've waited like 3.5 years to do this. And I feel like I've definitely got this under control now. I feel pretty confident.
And you got a crew lined up then?
You know, we got a bunch of people that want to be a part of the crew. I just got to see, Freddie kind of owes me a bet that he made. He said if I ever bought the boat, then he would come back and be my bait boy. I just talked to him today. He's actually going down. He's going to do the World Series of Poker. And so he's playing some games right now. He plays 3 tournaments a day up until next week, 3rd, right? 4th of July's right on the corner.
It is, yeah.
And if you guys are in a different state, if you're in Washington, I invite you over to the house for my 4th of July party. It's retarded. It's going to be good. We actually ended up blowing up like a bunch of people last year. And that wasn't so cool. So we got a power technician this year.
Thanks for the invite, but I'm busy that day. I don't want you to.
No, you know what? The bad part, it was the mistake was everybody started drinking early and they were taking the blown up fireworks and putting them in the burn pit. And what you don't know is that they don't always go off, you know, so there's like duds in them. And so like a bunch of these kids are running around everywhere. And then before I knew it, like these mortars that are bigger than the ones in the Space Needle are hitting my house and exploding at ground level. Little kids were on fire. I mean, like, dude, it was bad. Like, we blew. Like, it was really bad.
Do you guys ever not start drinking early?
Yes, I haven't started yet today.
Okay.
Just letting you know, I want to come here and be bright-eyed and bush
15, okay.
Oh, isn't that late already?
Yeah, I'm sorry you missed your first drink.
I know.
Trying to hurry things up here.
Well, hey, I think you were on the same page. All right.
More questions?
What do you got?
How is your brother doing?
How is he doing? He's still a retard. He still runs really fast. You know, believe it or not, he's healthy enough to run extremely fast. He's doing great. You know, he's taking a year off. You know, so sometimes you got to give him the ugly slap. You know, where you come out at a downward angle. But he's definitely growing up. You know, and he's starting to get facial hair now, and I think his voice is getting a little deeper. It's not so high pitched when he sits there and screams in my ear. That's cool. You know, pretty happy about that. He took the year off last year. Trying to find himself. You know, and I think he's doing okay.
He's going to be back on the boat with you?
In theory, he's got to live up to the expectations because now this is my show, and you know, I'm not going to have a little tantrum thrown on the boat. It's big boy time. You know, I got the Coast Guard creeping up my tush. I got every guy in the fleet creeping up my tush, and then the TV cameras are scoping up my tush. And everybody wants me to mess up, you know, because that makes TV. If I kill somebody, it's going to make a payday for them.
Right.
The Coast Guard's definitely going to shut me down. So. You know, and it's anybody does drugs in the boat, they're slow. You're going to kill the person working in front of you, yourself, or the guy working next to you. So it's a real serious matter. And then insurance, though, if anybody gets hurt, and then say I have a crew member that's working for me, test positive to any sort of drugs, then they come after me civilly, and the insurance doesn't get covered. So I could lose the boat just like that. It's taken me a long time to get the boat, to save every penny I've got. I've got a loan out that, like, it's freaking huge. You know, and so I got to make some money this year. And that's the name of the game. Thank you. We need more luck. Start praying. It's like, it's that point. But, you know, I got faith. I haven't failed at anything I've done yet, so I feel pretty excited about this.
Looking forward to your success.
Me too. Tell you what, I'll be really excited. Anybody else got any questions?
Besides the way the viewers see it through the camera, how do you cope or deal with some of the stress that goes along with being on the boat for long hours and being up late and, you know, stuff like that?
Did you not see my brother on that I-5 clip running on the freeway with the helicopter over? Yeah, no. It's, you know, You come home, you know what I do? I'd love to do. I'd come home and I sit my fat little ass on my couch, and I got like a 20-foot screen, and I just watch that. I don't even move. I'll order a pizza. I'll pay. I'll just yell at the pizza guy, just come on in. I'll give you a good tip. Set me up. We grab those plates over
Give me
there
a
for
beer
you.
out of the fridge.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'll be like, you can have one too. Sit down. I got a great movie on, you know. Or we can just go vacation, you know. I mean, I take all my friends with me. You know, it's just, that's kind of a bad thing. I spend way too much money on those parts, but my house is like a convent. When I was a kid, I've been on my own since 15. My dad thought at 15 I was old enough to go and live on my own. And so I did. And then I had some people help me when I was younger, so I kind of do that for a lot of my friends because they're retards. And we're working on it. You know, I feed them, I water them, give them a place to live, and then when they get big enough, I kick them out of the nest. So we're working on things like that. But in all reality, I just do extreme stuff. I do a lot of street racing illegally. And just joking. But I like building fast cars, and I drive at a ridiculous rate of speed on the track. And then what else do I do? I go fishing sometimes with a bobber, a hook, and a worm. Yeah, I used to party a lot. I randomly found out I had a kid, so now I've been playing dad. Pretty excited about that. It's a little girl. She poops on me all the time. And, you know, it's already started. I know why though. The doctor whacked her when she came out. I was like, dude, come on, quit hitting her. I mean, this is why women hate men. Because you're already beating her when she just comes out. She's pissed. She's not even going to cry for you now. And he's like, I really need her to start breathing. I'm like, well, can't you just shake her a little bit? You know, hold her head and shake her instead of just whacking on her. I was a little concerned. Wouldn't you guys be? I don't know. He's got kids around here. I'm the only one. I only have a kid I know of. Legally. No, I'm just joking. But, you know, that's just family time. Family time's good. Friend time, being able to talk to people, you know, that type of shit. I'm stuck with 5 dudes on a boat that's living spaces the size of this room for months. You know how shitty that is? Oh, it sucks. And some of those guys don't like to take showers regularly. And some of them just bitch about everything. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. You had a question, Emily?
Yeah. Oh, if you were in this business, what do you think you'd be doing?
In this radio business?
No,
Oh.
like crab fishing.
Well, I am in the business of crab fishing. And what do you think I'd be doing?
Yeah, like if you weren't, if you didn't.
Oh, if I didn't, if I wasn't in the
Yeah.
business, I'd probably be a male porn star. No, I would, I don't know, probably a Chippendales dance or something. I don't know, something cool. I mean,
Something cool.
yeah, I'd probably work at like Fred Meyer's or Jack in the Box. You know, just have fun with it. I've always actually, you know, that's one of the only jobs I ever got turned down from. And still to this day, I really would love to go work at a Jack in the Box for like a week. You know, and just because if people pissed me off, I would have fun with it. I would make them little amiable things, you know, like create them the coolest burgers ever. Give little presents for. I'd probably get fired the first day, but
Yeah, based on what you just said, I don't think they're going to hire you.
that's what happened last time. But yeah, it's about having fun, you know. It's like I like having fun, and I do something that's fun. I wouldn't be a clown; they freak me out. But you know, I mean, what's a cool job out there besides you get a cool job?
Actor.
No, actors are lame, dude.
No.
I met a lot of them. I'll tell you what, you never know when they're actually being themselves or somebody else. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. See? We're normal people. We know we got a lot of problems. I mean, just watch the show. It says it all. But yeah, I met some interesting characters. I was just like, wow, you're fucking weird.
Like who? Go ahead and throw a name out there.
Well, the
Talking
whole crew
about-
from Jackass, they're actually some of our best buds. They're a lot like us. They were really messed up. Steve-O was kicked out of every bar in Alaska. That's pretty intense. Rake, he lives not too far from here. He's one of my good buddies, the Rake Mobile. He came to see us one time. He waited 3.5 hours in a grocery store just to meet us. It was the weirdest thing ever. And the guy's terrified of mustard. Little fun fact about Rake. I did not know this. Mustard, yeah, he's deathly
All
afraid.
kinds of mustard or just regular
No,
mustard?
just
What about
mustard in
Great
general.
Poupon, honey mustard?
Doesn't matter. If it
Okay.
says mustard in it, in any way, shape, or form, that guy will be terrified. 6'5", 6'6", screaming, bust through that door and run away. He's a scientist in real life too. He's cured 3 different types of cancer. Who do you think? A guy from Jackass could possibly be that smart? This is the truth. He wears his dad's glasses from the 50s. Like, the guy's a trip. Just got married. He has a kid now. It's like apparently that year, you know, everybody's just like, hey, the cool thing is, let's just go have a kid. I did. Yes, serious.
You know what I want? A kid.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I bet you when you walk out, there might be somebody sitting in the lobby. No, I'm just
I
saying.
already have a couple kids, and I have a wife too. I know who the mother is.
Well, good God, you're a lucky man.
If you need any tips, don't call me.
I'm working through it. Hey, being a dad's hard, man. Like, I changed my first diaper like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Actually, maybe it's been over a month now. Because, I mean, that shit is scary. I mean, that's
No,
like...
literally.
That
The
is.
poop is scary. It's scary.
It
It's
is.
on your hands, and it's like, oh, I never
Well,
wanted to touch this.
She sits there smiling at me, and I'm like, what are you smiling about?
Well, it's
You know,
funny
like
if you're
this.
her, because she pooped on
Oh,
you.
yeah. Well, no, then I'm like, oh, God, you know, I'm like, ooh. And, like, I call my buddies and stuff, and they're just kind of like, I don't know what to do, you know. I'm like, going, just get it, you know, get in there and get that. I'm like, ow. Like, you know, so I'm like, okay, and she's smiling and stuff. Take
Got a
that one.
hazmat suit on.
I don't, you know what, wait till you see, actually, we were doing this on the bait, just, like, a couple days ago, huh, Russ? Yeah?
What?
The bait, no, you weren't there for the show. We filmed at my house, my buddies, I had to change a diaper, my buddy came up with tongs and a full hazmat suit, gas mask on and everything. It was kind of intense. But yeah, because he doesn't change diapers. And he's a dad too, I'm
Oh.
his son's godfather. But he's not a diaper changer. He just doesn't like that shit.
Some
But
of us just aren't diaper changers.
yeah, I took that thing off, man, it was loaded, and then she just kept going. I was like, how do you turn this thing off? Like, is there a trick?
It's like a soft serve ice cream.
Yeah,
machine.
dude, oh my God, and it wouldn't stop. And I was like, man, oh. I ended up puking, like shit got bad.
Now you have kind of potty mouth. Do you swear around your daughter? Or are you already practicing not swearing around your kids?
No, it's
Around your
okay.
kid?
You know, we're hoping that, you know, I'm hoping that the first word isn't an F-bomb, but, you know, I don't smoke around them.
That's good.
That's a good start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and the baby's mom, she's awesome. She's a nurse, she swears a lot too. But in a very nice way. She smiles every time, especially when she's angry, she
She's
smiles.
such a lady about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, she's great. Her family was a fisherman family. And so, you know, she's pretty cool. It was crazy seeing a one-night stand that turned into a lifetime of memories.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I can't complain though. She's a great mom. You know, and she has a lot of time to spend with her child. And she has another child too. Great kid. The kid's on the honor roll. She's like really young too. And, you know, it's just kind of crazy how everything's kind of meshed together. A lot of stuff going on. I got a boat. I got a book. I got a baby. I'm afraid of anything else with a B that's going to come up. I don't even know, but
Yeah, there's some other stuff. Watch out.
shaking my head. Yeah, but,
Anybody else have any more questions? You had another question?
yeah.
What is the best prank you've seen on the time?
All right, man, this is really fucked up, but I'll tell you this one. Like, I don't know if you can air this part, but there was one time, I woke up to go use the bathroom, and I had to go press up in the bathroom, and I didn't see him at the time. But you're really tired. Imagine, we do 36 hours on, 4 hours off. And my longest work day this year was 96 hours straight. Sucks. And so, yeah, like when you get 4 hours of sleep after you work that many hours, it literally feels like you just close your eyes and you're like, hey, get up. You're like, I just close my eyes, shut up. You know, it's like, no, really, it's time to get up. So you're like wiping the pus out of your eyes, you go to the bathroom, you don't even look at it, you flip the toilet seat up because it's down. And as you're doing that, it's simultaneous. You know, pants come down, toilet seat goes up, and what do I see but a fucking seagull sitting in there? It's all, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, are you kidding? And it's like, you don't even want to tell anybody about this in case you're delusional. So I just put it back in the pants, put the toilet seat down, and I walked out like nothing happened. You know, and I'm just sitting there, and everyone's staring at me like, how you doing this morning? I'm like, good. You know, it's like, what do you just say? Someone put a seagull in the toilet, because what if you are being delusional at that point?
Right,
You
they're not
know?
going to let you work then.
Oh no,
That
they're
might be
going to let
okay.
you work,
Oh,
but it's
they're
just,
going to make you work.
they're going to think that you're a couple fries short of happening, more than we already are. But then, you know, that was kind of funny, because then I watched another guy go in there and he screamed like a bitch and ran out. So I was like, okay, I kept my cool, I acted like nothing happened. You know, and then we put a snake in there one time, and that was pretty messed up. Saran wrap on the toilet seat, that would always mess me.
I think I saw the snake episode last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike Fortner is terrified of snakes, and so he screamed like a bitch too. Again.
Everybody did that one in there. It was like 5 different guys.
I was one of them. I didn't scream. I was just like, again, like after I recognized what was going on. Yeah, it's like first it's a snake.
He
just
on it
popped
and
out.
just put it back on.
And somebody did that. I think Axel did that. Like Neil's son, and he's an interesting character, and that kid is one of the funniest guys I know. But yeah, I mean that was pretty good. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens out there. It's you know, it's dog eat dog world.